I want to tell you a story. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida with my wife, and we are looking at houses, and they have these fingers of land, and the fingers go in between water channels. And I'm driving down the finger, and I see this new construction house being built, and it is ginormous. And I tell my wife, stop the car. I want to go look at this house. I get out of the car, and the builder's there, and I say, can I look at the house? I've never seen a house like this before in my life. He says, sure, where are you from? And I said, well, I'm from Seattle, Washington. And I said, why do you use so much cement? And he said, it's code now. We have to use this much cement because of the storms that we have. And I just looked at this house, and I couldn't believe how many cubic yards of cement were in the construction of this house. It was an unbelievable house. I think the house actually ended up selling for over $40 million. But my point is this: they know in Florida that they've had so many storms now that they need to construct a house that's basically indestructible with an enormous amount of strength. And they get that strength through concrete. And they get it through concrete floors and concrete walls and columns and a base. So they know storms are coming, and now they're getting prepared. In real estate, it's not a matter of when the next storm is going to come. It's coming. And if you're in it and it gets worse right now and you don't have a house that's built, it is very difficult to build a house while the storm is going on. It's impossible. You can't build a house in 150-mile-an-hour winds. You can potentially build a real estate business in an awful storm in real estate, but it is very, very, very difficult. You've got to get your house built before the storm comes. Let's take a look at a couple of other things you can do when you're in the storm to get through the storm. Number one, you got to remember the formula. And I went through a couple of storms in my 20-year real estate career. We had the mortgage meltdown in 2007. We had COVID. I'm probably missing something, but every time that we hit a slowdown and things changed, I had to go back and I had to remember the formula. The formula is this: activity leads to leads or referrals, leads to transactions. My handwriting is terrible. If you've ever gotten a personal note from me, you know that I have terrible handwriting. Give it to me. All right. How many activities do you need to do to get a lead? If you've got good skills in real estate, you should be able to do 15 activities to generate one referral. If you get 4 referrals, you should close 1 transaction. Now, in a slow market, I want you to hedge. You know what a hedge is? A hedge is to make sure that what you do pays off. The hedge is this: we're going to double the activity. So we're going to do 30 activities, which is going to lead to 2 referrals. And we're going to do that times 4 weeks. That's going to be 120 activities. And that's going to lead to, I get 2 for 30, so I get 8 for, is that right? I messed up here. I get 8 referrals for 120 activities. And that's going to give me 2 transactions. Remember the formula. The formula works. 20 years in real estate, I just did the formula. I'm not super talented. I picked up a lot of skills and talents along the way, but I worked the formula, all right? What is an activity? An activity is a phone call. It's a pop-by. It's a lunch. It's a dinner. It's an event. It's a personal note. All of those things count as activities. You're in a slow market. I want you to focus on the formula. Block out all the other noise. Second thing I want you to do in a slow market is I want you to, in case your mindset with no news. I don't want any TV. I don't want any YouTube. I don't want any social media. I want you focused. Focused, 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 focused. Focused. You get the 120 activities for the month. Okay. You get a little TV. I would rather see you not go that direction and just get laser focused. Third thing in a slowdown, to get through this slowdown, you want to be on a trajectory that's up. So that when you come out of the slowdown, you come out of the slowdown like a slingshot. Gone. You don't want to come out of the downturn in a bad way. So the next thing I want you to do is, and this is where my career took off, is I want you to get a coach. You get a coach, you spend $1,000 a month with a coach. If you spend $1,000 a month with a coach, you spend $12,000 a year with a coach, you increase your business $120,000. That's a 10 to 1 risk reward ratio. I can't even think of a scenario where you get a coach and you spend $1,000 a month with a coach and you don't at least get your money back. If you don't at least get your money back, there's major problems, either with you or with the coach. But you should get a 10 to 1 return on your mentorship. Find good mentorship. Look, there's a lot of great mentors in the real estate business. There's Brian Buffini, there's Mike Ferry, there's Tom Ferry, there is Rick Ruby. All these guys are great presenters. They put on a great performance on stage. They're great in helping new agents come up. I don't know that any of them can say that they sold over 500 homes in real estate. I did. So I'm a small coaching outfit. I have a lot of experience in coaching. I, truth be told, was in the Buffini and Company organization for many years. I was with the core training for many, many years. I've been in these other coaching organizations. It is tough to find coaches who have sold a lot of real estate and have the time and are willing to give you the attention that you need to help you grow your business. And it's very difficult to find. But that said, there's a lot of great coaching organizations out there. I commend them all, but I think I have something a little bit different. I want you to get a coach. In a slowdown, you need mentorship. You need direction. You need somebody lifting you up, pushing you, helping you get going, get structured, getting focused. That's going to help you get to where you want to go. That's navigating a slow market. I hope that you buckle down and you do what it takes to get through the market. And I hope you get the mentorship and direction you need. Aaron Harrington, Agent Mastery Coaching. Talk to you soon.